Hello and welcome everyone. We are delighted to have the opportunity to join y'all today to share information about our partnership at ACTE and how the work that we do together can help support ACTE at the local and national levels, as well as your students as they're planning for life after high school. My name is Melissa Caperton. I'm the Senior Director of Education Programs and Partnerships at myOptions Encourage, and I'm excited to be here with y'all today. I am joined by my colleague, Melanie Goodson. Melanie, do you want to say hello?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Melanie Goodson. I'm the project manager for the partnership team. It's been my honor to work with ACTE for these last 8 years that I've been with the team, and we look forward to sharing some valuable information with you today.
Wonderful. All right, well, we are going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to share a little bit of information with y'all about who we are, our partnership with ACTE, and then Melanie's going to give you a tour of the reports that you have access to through participation in our classroom program. The data that Melanie's going to show is at the national level, so it's what our colleagues at ACTE national office are seeing. But know that if you participate in the classroom program, you will see similar data at the school level with comparisons to state and national information. I will also give you a quick tour of our student application and share a resource that's available to you to help support implementation of the onboarding process. Some of you might recognize our name, myOptions Encourage, from packages that you have received from us in the mail. We are a free college and career planning program, and we really aim to democratize access to educational and career success by providing free, impactful resources to students and the educators who support them. If you'll go to the next slide, please. Thank you. To support our efforts, we partner with a variety of national organizations like ACTE to help reach students and educators. We've been partners with ACTE since 2007. And as you can see on the slide here, in the last 4 years alone, we've supported over 120,000 students together and nearly 3,000 educators. The initial engagement with students and educators comes through the forms that you see highlighted on the slide here. The one on our left is the student outreach form, and the one on the right is for educators. As one of our partners, ACTE is able to customize questions on both the student and educator forms at no cost. In addition to the ACTE specific questions on the student form, they are asked questions central to the myOptions Encourage program that leads to data-driven personalized college matches and scholarship opportunities that they can access in the Encourage app. All of these student and educator responses are rolled up to an aggregated national report that can be filtered by state, and that's what Melanie's going to give you a tour of here in just a moment. But keep in mind, as an educator, if you do decide to participate in the myOptions Encourage College and Career Planning Program, our classroom program, you will also see these data and reports at the school level. So please keep that in mind as Melanie gives you a tour of the reports that we make available. Melanie, I will turn it over to you.
So I am going to walk you through how you would actually access your report. You would be invited into the Encourage program. You will get a password, and unlike me, where I have lots of different reports here, you would only have ACTE. So once you see that, you can see that we have various tabs across the top. We'll start with student demographics. And here is where you see that aggregated data. So this is where you're going to see that it's going to follow basically the same flow as the paper survey. Here we have gender, we have the ethnicity of the students, if they're first generation student. And my favorite part of the whole thing is the geographic location. At the national headquarters, this is showing them, who's participating across the country and where this what those numbers look like. This is also all student self-reported information. So we're asking them about what kind of courses they're currently taking and what their grade point average is. Along the left, you see a variety of filters, and you can filter this in many, many different ways. If you want to look at CTE career plans, if you want to see what graduation years, if you want to break down your freshmen versus your seniors, you have the ability to do that. Going to the second tab, this is going to be the college and career planning tab, and this is going to reflect the questions we're asking them about what their future plans are after high school and what kind of post-secondary opportunities and things that they are looking at and are interested in to help you have those conversations with them as they're starting to plan for life after high school. So you can see that we ask, college major interest, and there are 74, I believe, different varieties of questions here for them to choose from. Also, you have their preferred college characteristics. If you have students that are planning to go to a 4 or 2 year, this is where they're going to say what kind of post-secondary education they are interested in pursuing, the social behavior of those institutions, campus sizes, that sort of thing. If you hover over here too, it will tell you in the tooltip what the question is so that you understand what the visualization is showing you on their responses. It's just a little bit easier than trying to look at a paper form as well. And I'm going through this very quickly. The student research tab is where those custom ACTE questions are. And this is where those students are providing that feedback and input about their experience from being in your classroom. So again, you have your tooltip. So this question here is, are you planning to pursue a career related to one of the career areas you're currently studying? This will tell them, what are their post-high school plans? What career areas are they interested in? And over the past few years, we've asked about COVID-19 impact. So as we continue to move on from COVID, those are going to be really important questions that we will have asked and have some data to fall back on. We also ask as a lot of educator questions as well. The student load and educator tenure questions we ask across the board of all of the educators that we are engaged with. And then right here is where the ACTE custom questions pop in: membership status, how you became a CTE teacher, the reasons you are engaging with CTE, and how to support your students. So that is just a very, very quick glance at the information, and you can also go back 4 years or look at aggregated data from 2019 through current if you want to look at a cohort of students in time from freshman year through senior. And I will go back to the deck.
Excellent. While Melanie is pulling up the slide, I just want to reiterate again that as an educator, if you do participate in the classroom program, either through the paper packages that we've mailed out or through a personalized link that we are happy to share with you, more on that in just a moment, you will gain access to the myOptions Encourage Educator platform. We have a screenshot of it below. If you want to dive into the platform in a bit more detail or get a demo, please feel free to reach out to Melanie or I, and we'll be happy to walk you through that. But on the educator platform, you can connect with the individual students that you serve, who you onboard through the form that we showed you a slide ago. You'll be able to see their college matches, the scholarship opportunities that they've been identified for them, as well as any colleges that they have favorited, which you'll see in just a second in the student app. But it's just a really great way for you to kind of have a tab on what your students are thinking and planning for life after high school. In addition, again, the reports that Melanie just shared with you at the national level are also available to educators at the school level if you go through the classroom, the program. So let me give you, if you don't mind, Melanie, I will share my screen here and give y'all a quick tour of the educator app, or excuse me, the student app. real quick. Let me pull it up. And again, this is a quick share of the resources that are available to your students through participation in the program. If you would like more detail on the app itself, please feel free to reach out to us and we're happy to do a deeper dive into it. But at a high level, this is really a task-oriented, goal-oriented resource available to students that is developmental in nature. So students enter in the year that they plan, that they're graduating from high school, and then milestones and journeys, advice, support is customized to them so that they can see sort of a to-do list that they need to complete as they are going through the program. When I come in, there's an about me or profile section. The information that I am going to walk you through here very quickly is all pre-populated through the form that students complete as part of the onboarding process. But know that they can come in here and edit this at any time to better reflect their goals, their plans, and those data will feed into our algorithm to help drive those college matches and scholarship opportunities. So as you can see, it's collecting information about my GPA, my self-reported high school courses, the high school that I'm attending, any ideas I might have about careers that I'm interested in, whether I have an interest in any type of military option, and then college preferences, including majors, some of the same information you just saw on the reports Melanie shared about, size of school, location of school that I'm interested in for life after high school. I do want to point out this recruiting piece right here. It is up to students as to when or if they decide they want to be recruited by colleges, universities, other education programs. It's literally as easy as hitting a button saying I'm in, but students own their data and they make the decision as to whether they want to be recruited through that process. All of those data feed into, as I said, the college matches and the scholarship opportunities. You can see here on the My Colleges tab that young folks get 100 colleges that they are matched to. I know that's a lot, but our hope, right, is that they're coming in here and learning more about the colleges that align with their preferences and goals and can begin to make decisions about who they want to add to their college list. These data are provided by iPads. So you can see students can come in here, learn a bit of information about the student body and retention rates, information about costs and the percent of students who are receiving financial aid, the acceptance rate, selectivity, any deadlines that might be associated with that college and application fees, as well as areas of study. And just like I would on TikTok or Instagram, if I like something, I can heart it here, which I will redo for NC State. And it comes over here onto my list of saved colleges. As you can see, I've begun to build a list. There are some colleges that I was interested in that didn't come up on my match list. And so I can always click this add a college list, and you can see I've added Northern Virginia Community College to my list of colleges that I'm considering. And again, these lists will come over to you if you participate in the classroom program. We know costs and paying for education beyond high school are of a concern to many of our young folks. And so delighted to be able to provide the scholarship information through our partners at Super College. Just like on the college side, I can come in, learn more information about a particular scholarship. And if it's something I'm interested in, I can heart it and it will come up on my saved list. Two features that I want to show you quickly are the My Career section. These data are from ONET. This is exploratory in nature, so there's not an inventory that exists right now in here to help students match to careers. It is on the roadmap, so we're excited about that, but for now it really is about supporting the exploration phase for students. But to help support that exploration, we have created some career collections here that reference in demand, emerging, and high paying. And I can come in here and look at some specific careers that align with that. I can also browse by career area. And just like on the college side, if there's something that I see that I'm interested in, I can heart it and it will come up on my saved list. In any one of these, I can come and learn more about the career itself, including pay, how in demand it is, some other careers that are related to it, details about the setting of it, and information about education and pathways. Let me pull up one that has better information to look at. So here you can see the setting is outside for brick masons and block masons, and that a majority of folks working in this space have a high school diploma or equivalent. So that is a really fantastic information that we're excited to provide young folks. And then we've just released this My Majors component, again, from a third-party data source. We've got collections here to support the exploration of majors for students. All of these majors have zip codes, but you can see here that I've begun to come in here and favorite some majors I'm interested in. And just to give you a feel for what is available to students as they're exploring majors, there's a description. Kind of gives me what I would learn about in this type of major. Some classes I might want to consider in high school that are related to this major, and then other majors that are like it, and I can dig into any of those and learn more. This also helps me identify, if I major in this, you know, what kinds of careers would be available potentially for me. So, you know, these are a major I might want to consider if I love doing physical activity, manual labor, or working in a variety of environments. Here's where I can learn a bit more about careers that match with that major. And I can come in and this will take me over to my career section that I just showcased for you and learn a bit more about those specific careers. And then I also get information here on any colleges I've matched with that offer this major. As well as some of the colleges like Northern Virginia Community College that I have saved to my list that I'm interested in potentially going to that has the major. So lots of wonderful information here. Again, if you're interested in learning more about any of these services or resources that are available to young people and encourage, please feel free to reach out to Melanie or I, and we'll be happy to give you a more detailed tour and ask any questions that you may have. So we hope this has sparked an interest, if you haven't participated before in our program, to consider doing so with your young folks. There are two opportunities for you to participate, and we've attempted to outline them here. You can either do it through the classroom program or through a national link. As an educator, the main question that we would need you to answer is whether you want to have access to student and school level information. If so, you are going to have to participate in the classroom program, which you can do through the paper forms you've either already received or through an e-link that Melanie or I are happy to get to you. You can reach Melanie using the email address that you see here to request that access. But keep in mind that through this approach, students will get access to Encourage, our student app. Data will be rolled up into state and national reports, and you as an educator will also get connected to your individual students through our educator platform. If you don't want access to student and school level information, you can still support the National ACTE office and provide really robust planning resources to your students through a national onboarding link. That link will be provided at the website you see listed here. But regardless of approach, we do hope you'll consider participating to support ACTE and the students that you serve. And to support implementation, regardless of whether you do it in the classroom program or through a national link, if you'll go to the next slide, Melanie, we have developed a lesson plan that you can choose to do, but are certainly not obligated to do in conjunction with the myOptions Encourage College and Career Planning program. We have a lesson plan that we've worked with the ACTE office on that allows students some time to do some self-reflection, envision their future before they begin stating preferences on the form. We hope this has been helpful to you as you are engaging young folks and planning for their future after high school, and has provided you a bit more information about the work that we do at myOptions Encourage, how it benefits your students and you as an educator, and certainly our colleagues and friends over at the National ACTE office. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or Melanie. Our contact information is here on the screen. We're happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thanks for your time, and we hope to see you on myOptions Encourage soon.